Hello there.
Hey, Andrew.
How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
So, I had a question. I got into weightlifting about 7 years ago,
Okay.
and I had a lot of fun with it. I gained a lot of self-confidence. I had a lot of fun setting goals and hitting them, and I was really proud of the discipline I had to keep going back to the gym day after day. And one of the things I did to keep myself motivated is I would think about average people, and I would just feel like I was superior to them because they're weak, or just because they so easily cop out of going to the gym.
Yeah.
And that would keep me motivated to keep going. So that turned out to kind of come back to bite me, because I've kind of lost. It's not as much fun for me anymore. I'm just not keeping up with it. It doesn't really keep me engaged, and when your numbers start falling, it just really
sucks.
Yeah.
This is all called, but there's a name for this. It's called the meathead phenomenon. This is I've had this happen to other friends of mine, who became better looking and with worse personalities.
Okay, so my question is, what do I do? So I just feel like my old personality is just looking at me now and thinking, oh, this person's weak, whatever, doesn't have the discipline, whatever. What do I do to move on from that and move on to the next hard challenge in my life? And also, how much do you bench?
I'm not a big traditional weightlifter in terms of powerlifting, bench pressing, a lot of free weights and things like that. I used to years and years ago, and I had a similar experience where it wasn't necessarily all wrapped up in superiority because I wasn't that good at weightlifting, but I did start to lose touch with the ability to motivate myself when it was about that real vigorous effort. Now I go it's called for the pump. I go for the pump and the burn. So I'll take a 3-pound weight and I will lift it 500-600 times. And I'm telling you, if you squeeze as hard as you can, that was, to me, it's a whole new, everything's changed now. Because it always before was just about, and I felt frightened that I was going to die. Now it's this very piercing pain in a very localized area, and it's about, can I do one more? Well, surely if you can do one more, then you can do another one. It's just pain. Well, surely if you can do what one man can do once, he can do again, and then again, and then again. It's the heap paradox. If you could just keep adding rep after rep after rep. And that was just a way to keep myself doing it, because I promised that I would do it. I knew that this was something I had to do to be at my best, because it healed my mind. I was able to pick just all the things I was ever angry about. I would fixate on those and use that as a motivation. Maybe start thinking about more things that you hate and that will get you going into the gym. That works for a lot of people. I think what you brought up in a bigger sense, though, beyond exercise, is a very great point, and I had thought about making it some of the other lectures and I had forgotten to. So thank you for bringing it up. It's very easy in these pursuits, as we improve ourselves, as we delve into these modes of thinking, to feel superior to those who are not engaged in it, and to think that we are figuring something out and we have these special angles on life that they don't even know. They wouldn't even know what I was talking about if I tried to talk about it. We have to keep that in check. One, because we're just as ignorant pretty much as anybody else. No one has any idea what's really going on. And two, how do we know what someone else knows about? They might know about a billion, I'll see someone think, well, anyone who wears shoes like that obviously doesn't know very much at all. Or if they put their baseball cap on that direction, then that's, but what do I know? They could be more advanced on any number of things, and they could even be wearing those shoes and hat just to mess with me and make me think that they're like that. So you got to give everybody the benefit of the doubt as much as possible, and try to keep that in check. It's a noble effort. The fact that you're aware of it, that's the most important thing, because then you can control it. And just keep exercising. You got it.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, you got to do it. If you want.